So there's that. Oh yeah, and I didn't tell you that what is happening. The second thing, so the heat wave, one thing, and I don't have anything really like a fan um, or or even ice cubes. Even my freezer is not working very well, so I'm kind of screwed here. So I'm just hiding and putting bottles of water in the fridge and just kind of hugging them. Mm. And the second thing was happening. What the second thing was happening was, is my lovely neighbor. So I have quite a history of interesting neighbors that like to express themselves verbally and vocally and musically in sometimes disturbing ways. And it's everywhere. It's whichever country I go to, I always have something like that. And I think I might have been cursed. No, but seriously, when I moved in here, where I live now, it's been quite quiet. I've been quite happy because finally I had a place where, you know, like with real walls, and of course you can hear people living and like, but nothing unusual, nothing extreme, and I was quite happy with that. Like finally some silence. I can film. I can, you know, focus. What the hell is going on there? Like, can you guys hear that? Jesus, I hope not. So sorry if I'm kind of like unfocused, but it's been really getting on my nerves. I mean, so what's been going on since a couple of weeks, basically? So yeah, when I moved in, he was like playing guitar a little bit and playing around, and sometimes like trying to rap or something, which was horrible, horrible, but never for too long. It was always, you know, he starts and then he stops, and never too late at night. So like, yeah, okay, you know, I can, especially with my new Zen attitude, I was just thinking, I'm not gonna let it get into me. And I'm not gonna let it ruin my experience of living in a beautiful city and being on, you know, up to great things and just loving life in general, right? So I'm not gonna let that stop me. Everything is great. Like, I'm not gonna put that energy and that anger into someone pursuing their musical dreams, even if they're doing it with, you know, causing a nervous breakdown with someone. Like, everybody has a right to follow their bliss. I just hope he's got another bliss. He's got surprisingly... So yeah, sorry, I'm digressing. So what's happening? So there's this guy and he's playing sometimes and it's fine. Okay, I can deal with that. But for a couple of weeks now, he's been just on it every day. And it's not just the guitar and some singing. It's like, first of all, he started like howling, like just like, oh, songs which are like, I can't even do that, sorry, but like, yeah, you get me, like very like howling and crying kind of songs which you know, you sing to the mountains or something like that. And yeah, so that came first. And I'm like, oh my god, he's playing the same song over and over and over and over for 2 hours and over, and it's like a Chinese torture. And I'm just like, fuck, you know. Then I can even hear him singing in my ears when I go to sleep. I just can hear, I'm like, I can still hear this song, and I start singing it on my own. I think this is how people become famous, you know. You just like, there's a song and it's like, you have no choice. You have to like it or you'll get crazy. That's how people, you know, how hits are created. That's my theory. So anyway, so there's been singing, very dramatic singing, and then like, okay, he's got a piano as well. And so he was like very and then I heard some flute, and I believe there was even a clarinet, and yeah, no, that wasn't that good. Don't get excited. Oh my god. Anyway, so the next thing, like, I wonder if neighbors are looking at me weirdly. Why am I kind of sitting there talking? Because I know that they're looking. There's like a big building in front of me. I feel watched. Anyway, so all these instruments, like a one-man show, preparing for X Factor or You've Got Talent audition. Well, the thing with talent is that you either have it or you don't. I'm sorry, but this makes no sense, but it's just, with all my respect, because one thing I have to say, one thing I have to give him credit for, he's very persistent. To my horror, he's very persistent, and he puts the time in. But I do not think, with my humble opinion, I'm sorry, but I really don't think that he is exactly a talented person. I mean, musically, it wasn't very, it's not a very pleasant experience. So anyway, that's me ranting for I don't know how long, because the guy is just basically making noise all the time. It's driving me crazy, and it's been, you know, at the beginning I thought, okay, I've seen worse, I've heard worse, let's not ruin the experience of a nice, you know, nice little base here. I know it's just temporary, so, you know, I'm always on the road, always going somewhere, always moving around, so there will be another place, but who knows if it's not gonna be worse than this, you know. Like, I don't have to call the police or anything like that, so. So anyway, so we got heatwave, building workers, drilling, and a musician up there. Because it's not like you can really tell them, like, can you please stop playing instruments, like, for your life, because it's horrible. So one evening I was this, but it was really late, and I was really, you know, it was night. It was the night, and I was just, you know, obviously, like, I don't really feel like going up there and starting a fight, because you don't know how they're gonna react. So I was just with a broomstick. I was a nasty neighbor. I don't know if he heard me, but he stopped at some point. So anyway, I am going to go outside at some point and shoot some videos, maybe. And I hope to see you guys again soon and ramble about other stuff. And please stay with me and subscribe if you'd like it, and like it if you like it, and share it and comment, and follow me on social media, because there's been some changes as well on the I mean, I had my main Instagram profile that I kind of liked, and now I'm experimenting whether I don't want to change the aesthetics a little bit, and I was getting crazy, like, oh no, I need like 50 different Instagrams for all the aesthetics, because especially when you look at somebody else's work and you're like, oh my god, this is so nice, I'd like to have something like that, like, how do you get there? And then you realize it doesn't work really with what you're already doing. It can get a bit confusing, so some kind of experimenting. I have some side hustles as well going on. Hopefully I'll get to talk to you about meditation a little bit, and especially, like, it's been really hard time for me recently to do it because of all these noises. Like, basically I really need to get up early and do it, otherwise, I mean, with time you learn to kind of cancel that out, but it's not easy. It's definitely not helping, and because of all these things I've been a little bit off balance lately. So yeah, I'm also working on my website, so that's been another struggle another horror, me touching WordPress. It's been hell. I just, it makes no sense for me. I've been, yeah, so let me guys know if you have a website and if you know of the easiest way how to make one. I mean, I'm already doing things, learning stuff, but I'm still kind of, you know, you learn things and it still doesn't look the way you want, and you realize that you really need to have some knowledge or to pay someone to make this happen, at least in WordPress, I think. Then I'm sure there are other platforms, but the problem is that very often these platforms, then you are quite limited in what you can do. But if you don't know what to do or how to do it, then might be a solution. Anyway, so I'll leave the links down below, of course, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.